Welcome back, everybody. Now, from yesterday's episode, I did show off like a bit like, oh, how I got to this point in time, and I didn't actually have like any of the items that I should have had at that point. So I'm just gonna go through some of the things that I learned, which are speedrunning techniques that I got from ZeldaSpeedruns.com and a few videos on the internet. And these are the techniques that I use in order to like help speed along the process, because as I said previously, I did all that in one set, in one sitting, and it's actually really cool. It's really fun to get to play the game in a new way. So I'll be showing two of the forest escapes. For this one, I didn't learn how to do the Navi dive, which I think is one of the faster ways to escape the forest. But for this one, you need your sword. So you don't need the shield though. So you can save yourself the 40 rupees if you take this route. So what you want to do, so here you start off in front of the thing, in front of the actual exit. Then you go to this wall to the left, and you line it yourself up, and you Z-target the wall so you make sure that you're actually like facing it. And then after that, you kind of like just kind of roll yourself into this corner, and then you do one backflip. And then from here, this is something that most people probably don't normally do, but I thought it was weird at first too. So what you do is you roll and you let go of the Z target, so it'll look like this. So you notice how I curved off to the side instead of going straight forward. So that's what they mean when you just like Z target roll. How's it going, buddy? Sexy as always. And then from here you Z target again, but this time you do a side hop to the right. Pretty simple. And then you do another one of the Z target rolls. So roll, let go, then Z target again. And it doesn't have to be like split second movements like what some people online do. But like if you're just trying to get the trick down, then obviously just do that. Then you do left jump and then roll into this corner. And then from here you do one slash, then a backflip. Now this is the part that seems to get people most of the time, is that you'll do a side hop, but then when you side hop you try and hit you try to do your jump slash at the right frame in order to hit the corner where you'll clip in, and hopefully I'll get it first try, but let's see. Yeah, so it looked like that. So as you can see, I'm inside the wall, but obviously I didn't actually go to the next zone. So to get to the next zone, you just kind of like swim in the middle right here, and now we're at Sora's River. Pretty cool, and don't have spiritual stones, the slingshot, any of that stuff. So that is one of the things that you can do to escape the forest early. And let's go ahead and cut to the next part. And this next trick is called the Pokey Escape, which at first was kind of hard for me, but after I found a video that had a consistent way of doing it, it was a lot easier. For this one, you require both the sword and shield. So I'm just gonna save just because that's a habit I really need to get into. So first things first, you're gonna want to chop the slime. So there we go. You don't need that because that's gonna mess up your Z target. Ugh, you. But so the way things start off is you're gonna want to have your sword drawn like prior to any of this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna line yourself up on the wall and make sure you're facing the wall, and you just Z-target a few times to make sure like you're actually like parallel with the wall. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna flick your analog backwards, so that way you're facing the opposite direction now. Then you're gonna Z-target once, so that way you have this camera angle, and then you're going to turn right and face the guy, and then you're gonna Z-target him, and then you're gonna flick your control stick, analog, whatever you want to call it, backwards. And this should be the proper angle for the Pokey Escape. So just kind of like move yourself into position, just kind of like corner yourself between him and the wall. And then from here you're going to crouch, so you're going to hold your R and then you're going to press the attack button. Then it's going to be attack and speak, kind of like shortly after each other, not necessarily immediately, but for the most part it works pretty consistently. So it should look something like this. Oh, I messed it up. Wonderful. Give me 1 second. I need to set up again. Here. There we go. And it should look something like this, and then when you exit, you're on the inside. But now, if you go over here, he still tries and blocks you, which is obviously annoying. So, one of the things, hold on, there we go. I had the infinite sword glitch because of interrupting the slash attack. So, one thing you can do is that you can try and just race him to it, because there is a bit of a delay. But one of the things I found that was easier to do, which the video explained it to me, is just to walk over here and just kind of slowly watch him fade out of existence. So that was fun. And then you pass through here and you can get the Ocarina if you need that for whatever reason, which is obviously a good reason to have because it's part of the game. But if you're just skipping that, that's one way you can do it. I'll probably explain a little bit. I probably explained it in the other video, but this is how I did that, and then I will show you the other skips in a little bit. So for this trick, which you do, well, this trick is called the door time skip, and as you know, I do not have any of the items that I need to actually be here. So as you can see, absolutely nothing. No stones or anything, just regular gear. So the way you start things off is you go to the very entrance of the room, and you line yourself up against this pillar, or however you want to call this thing, and just kind of like Z-target it the same way you did for the, well, the same way I did anyways. I'm not sure if you tried it yet. But the same way you would do for the forest escape to Zora's River, or the start of the setup for the Pokey Escape. So you do one side hop to the right, and then you'll do a Z-target roll. If I can do it. Okay, yeah, I messed it up. So, messed up, just come back here, sidestep, then roll. And this one's going to be a little bit different, because you're going to walk back slowly, and then you're going to hit Z-target roll. But I rolled to the right, which is the wrong way, which means you obviously had bad setup. So what you want to do is just start from the beginning, do the same thing, back up, and this time I roll to the left, and that's what I want. And you'll notice that I'll be going, like, compared to the lines, I'll be going slightly upwards. I'm not lined up parallel with it, which means I'm in a good position. If you happen to be going slanted towards the center of the room, that means you have an off position, and you probably Z-target just a little bit too fast. But other than that, you should be fine. And for this part, you just kind of walk alongside the wall and just kind of walk your way backwards. And from here, you just lightly pull back on the analog stick, so that way you can get a roll. So you see how I roll up along the wall? That means I don't have a good position on my analog to do the trick. So you slowly move it just like slightly left out of bottom until you get just little to no movement in your roll, like this. Maybe just a little cleaner. Somewhere like this. And then from here, you will do the roll, then you'll side hop to the left, and if you clip through the wall, you'll then do a jump slash in order to get yourself back inbound. So, see if I still have my angle. Okay. And then, come on. Okay. So, one thing I didn't do properly for that is I didn't continuously move left. That's bad. I didn't continuously move left so that way I can actually clip out of the wall. So I stuck for a second and the game just kind of like ejected me from existence. So just do the setup again. Really simple if you, it's really easy once you do it like the first time, or at least it was for me. The rolling to the right really isn't like that big of a thing either, because you're already here. So there you go. And see, this is a bad angle. I Z-targeted too soon. So I'm going at a much steeper inclination than normal than I would prefer, or what is actually required. So this is right, as you can see, because based on the tiles, I'm actually moving up ever so slightly as compared to before. So I just set it up again, and get no roll movement. Whoops, too much. Just a little more. Or I guess a little less. That should be good. Ah! Whoopsies. Okay. That time I released a little too slow, so I didn't get the actual hit. So pretty much, as soon as you notice Link go through the wall, just kind of hit it. And if you hit too early, they'll clip you back inbounds on the proper side, which is obviously not what we're trying to do here. But so if that happens, if you're still holding Z, you'll get the angle you're looking for. But if you don't have a bottle or something like that, an empty bottle, then you can't reset, because if you pull out your sword, it'll actually, well, if you put release Z target and put away your sword, it'll actually change your angle so slightly, but it's enough to mess up the trick. So get this set up again. This is good. That's a first. I've never actually had that happen with me before. But let's show you an actual completed setup and clip through the wall. So I don't know how long this is going to take. There we go. So, after I landed on the platform, I side hopped to the left, so now I'm on the inside of the chamber, and I can go ahead and grab the Master Sword. And so, all you have to really do is just walk in here and start the cutscene, which, like that. And when you become Adult Link, the only problem is that the door will still be there as Adult Link, so what I did was just save and soft reset, because as Adult Link you'll always be placed back at the Temple of Time. So that's actually really handy, because it just puts me on the other side of the door. And I will show you the last trick I used, because it was kind of important for in order to get back to the Forest Temple. So I will be right back. Hello everybody, for the last trick, it's known as the Adult Mido Skip. So, for whatever reason, whenever you become Adult Link, you don't have any items, it automatically puts bombs for your down C, but I don't have bombs, so that's not important. So, here's Mido, known as ever. Can't get past him, can't get near him for whatever reason. So, for this one, I didn't exactly see like a clear-cut way of doing it. It was just more of trial and error. So if you look at my mini-map down in the right-hand corner, I kind of used that to kind of gauge. It's supposed to be like more of like a east-southeast kind of position. So kind of like this. And while you're Z-targeting, kind of walk back into Mido like this. Pull out your hook shot, because you're gonna need that to do the temple anyways, and just kind of do some backflips. And if you don't have the right angle, just kind of shift yourself. Whoops. Still need to go to the deck tree apparently. So, yep, there we go. So just kind of keep angling yourself. So as you can see, Mido is a little flustered. Now I can get back. I'll do it one more time just for see if I can find any sort of consistency with it, and if not, then that's that. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I go all this way. Once more, just to be sure. See if I remember how I lined it up, and maybe you guys can use that as a point of reference. If you decide to attempt these for yourself, but I just thought they were really fun to do, and it did help speed up things quite a bit, so. Get into the corner here, halt hook shot, line up using my sword. It was here, I think. Whoops. Is that not it? Or did I do it on this tree? What tree did I do it on? I don't remember. The end of this one? I honestly should just look at the footage, but there we go. So the end of that tree, 2 trees after the big gap, I'm just looking in the corner. So that's my reference for whatever reason I decided to go speedrunning, which would be a lot of fun actually. It's kind of just like test myself, but yeah. So those are all the tricks that I used to get back to the point that to where I left off. Actually, there's one more. I forgot about it, but it's pretty simple. Here, yeah. Should I just go ahead and show it? Ah, screw it. Yeah. I'll cut to it. Split up into 3 recordings, goddamn, what's wrong with me? Also, funny thing to note, before I get to this next trick, is that during these cutscenes, they actually give you an ocarina to play. Because you're not supposed to be able to learn any songs without the ocarina, because the first song you learn is Zelda's Lullaby. But at that time, you have the fairy ocarina, which you get from Saria from leaving Kokiri Forest after defeating the Deku Tree. Well, completing the Deku Tree, not defeating, you didn't fight the Deku Tree. But, in this case, since you're Adult Link, they expect you to already have the Ocarina of Time. But in my inventory, I clearly don't, so what did they give me? Wait for it. The Ocarina of Time. I thought that was really amusing. Okay, so as you can see, I'm here in the Forest Temple, and there's this Song of Time, this time block that has blocked my path, but since I lack an Ocarina, I can't remove it. So one way around it is to go up over here, and there's a little corner right here that I really like. Just kind of get your sword out, get ready. Then you just kind of like line it up to where the image of your sword is kind of barely off, like at the cutoff line of the edge. Then turn and jump slash. Just kind of lean forward. Wait for it. There we go. Then face that. So I should be forward. There we go. Now I'm climbing my way up. So the thing is, I fell down into the bottom of the well, which is loaded but not textured. So there are no actors in the scene right now, but you can see everything that's loaded in the main lobby, as well as the elevator that leads down to the boss room. So from here, just kind of angle yourself. Well, preferably I like to do the side hops just to make sure I can. Okay, so there's the edge. There we go. Then right around here, there we go. You'll climb up this edge, which when it's actually loaded, you'll see what it is. But you enter in from this side, and you're inside the time block. And if you want to go back to where you actually wanted to go, whoops. Oh, I walked back through the door. Whoopsies. But all you have to do is just turn around and just reopen the door. So if I can get... Oops. I keep entering from the wrong side. Just inch forward. There we go. Now everything is loaded, and you yeah, so that's how that works. And this is what I climbed up onto, and when everything was pitch black, and I climbed up these vines when I fell into the hole. So I think actually you'd be able to grab the chest down there too while like everything's like not completely loaded. But yeah, so those are all the tricks I use to get back to the point in recording with my other save file. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of glitch expedition, or whatever you want to call it. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's TadashiiPasu, signing out. Bye, everybody.